This is Betsy Bates for Global Medical News Network, reporting from an annual cosmetic dermatology seminar sponsored by the Skin Disease Education Foundation in Santa Monica, California. I'm here today with Dr. David Goldberg, a cosmetic dermatologist in practice in New York and New Jersey. And he's going to tell us a little bit about the latest news on cosmetic fillers and Botox, as well as its newer competitor, Dysport, that's about to come on the market. Dr. Goldberg, Dysport was just approved by the FDA in April and is about to come to market. What can we expect from that?
Until recently, at least in the United States, we've only had one choice with botulinum toxin A, and that has been Botox. Dysport is also botulinum toxin A, undoubtedly has some differences in regard to its product as compared to Botox, but we really have not done comparison studies in the United States as of yet. There have been some comparison studies in Europe, but the products appear to be very similar. It will expand the market. Potentially it'll make the product somewhat cheaper, but as the economy begins to improve, we're going to see a lot of people coming in now who really have a choice between Botox and Dysport.
Autofill is another cosmetic filler whose future was in some question because of the bankruptcy of the company that manufactured it. Can you tell me what's going on with Autofill right now?
Autofill is the first in the United States, the first FDA-approved permanent filler. It is a niche product. It's certainly not for everybody, but it has its role. Unfortunately, though, Autofill, which was brought into this country under Artis Medical, disappeared for a short period of time because Artis Medical declared bankruptcy. However, a new company called Suniva is now bringing Autofill back to the market. It'll be on the market within the next couple of months once again.
You talked at the seminar about a number of hyaluronic acid products. Can you tell me what's going on with those? Particularly Juvederm is about to come out with a new application.
We actually have several choices with hyaluronic acid products in the United States. We have the Juvederm products, we have the Restylane Perlane products, there's a product known as Prevel Silk. What's changing in regard to those products now is the introduction of lidocaine into the Juvederm product. This is not something new in Europe. In Europe, Juvederm with lidocaine already exists. In the United States at this point, many physicians who inject Juvederm or any of the fillers actually combine lidocaine with their filler, but now it'll come prepackaged with the lidocaine already in it. So it'll make it a little bit easier for patients because there'll be less discomfort and it'll take less time for the physician to administer the injection. The reality, though, is we're going to see over the next few years a glut of hyaluronic acid products occur in the United States. In Europe, there must be 20 different hyaluronic acid fillers available. That's going to happen in the United States as well, and we'll see a lot of different products.
Finally, can you tell us about some of the future aspects of cosmetic fillers that you see happening in the next few months to years?
There will be more and more products coming into the United States. As I've said before, we will have a bunch of new hyaluronic acid products. Some of them will have lidocaine, some won't, but we'll have very different types of hyaluronic acid products coming in. There is a product in Europe known as Voluma that we brought into the United States. That is a hyaluronic acid, but a very thick one, and it will be used for facial sculpturing. There's a whole movement now to provide the equivalent of surgery without doing surgery using fillers. These thicker, more robust fillers will allow us to do that. There also will be products coming in that are a totally different substance. There is a company known as Coapt that is studying a product which contains a carbomer. That's a product that's broken down into oxygen and carbon within the body. These studies are going on right now. It will have a whole family of products, some thinner, some thicker. Those will be new products. And finally, currently going on in the United States are FDA studies on newer permanent fillers. We have Autofill, that's here. There will be new ones. Aquamid is now being studied. Aquamid is a polyacrylamide gel. And of course, the advantage of permanent fillers is they are permanent. The disadvantage is if there are problems, those problems will be permanent. And we know from the experience in Europe and also the former Soviet Union, some of those products, if there are problems, those problems are disasters. We see draining, we see granulomas, we see tremendous disfigurement. So the FDA will be very careful as to which products will be approved and which will not.
This is Betsy Bates for Global Medical News Network, reporting from an annual cosmetic dermatology seminar sponsored by the Skin Disease Education Foundation in Santa Monica, California.